What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. We're going to get into Monday Night Raw from March the 3rd, 2025. An okay show for the most part. There were a couple interesting things that happened on the show. Other than that, not too much to talk about. WrestleMania 41 is in 47 days. So we've got basically 7 weeks left. Let's see what Triple H can do in those 7 weeks. So we kicked the show off with CM Punk. He's pissed off. So he's putting everyone on notice. He wants names. And so Pat McAfee and Michael Cole, they mentioned The Rock. So CM Punk says Dwayne is a bald fraud. He said The Rock thinks he's immune to criticism because he's on the board of directors. He doesn't know who he's dealing with. CM Punk's the best in the world. Punk is middle-aged and crazy, which is true. He said he marched through hell to get opportunities in WWE after returning. He said Rock is Mr. Midlife Crisis. He thinks he can walk when he feels like it. Walk in when he feels like it. The Rock hides behind the fact that he thinks he's the biggest star here. Punk would love to say it to his face, but he knows that The Rock isn't here to grace us with his bullshit. And so he mocks The Rock by doing the Goosebumps thing where he points to his wrist. Punk says he's never been more delusional or desperate to wear a fake title. So CM Punk says he wants to be the people's champ because he's earned it. So Punk then mentions John Cena. Punk says that we all can see right through him. Cena stole something from him in the Elimination Chamber. After 20 years of hustle, loyalty, and respect, Punk gave him the benefit of the doubt for not qualifying. Punk won't make that same mistake again. The people that see Cena was selling bullshit. Something CM Punk has known for a long time. CM Punk never gave up in the Elimination Chamber. Cena gave up on himself, the people, and the kids. The joke is on Cena. Punk will see him down the road and get his hands on the two bald frauds. Cena will make a wish that he never crossed him. And then he calls out Seth Rollins. He says Becky Lynch had better come and get her man because if he gets to him first, he's going to put him in a wheelchair. So Seth Rollins comes down and they have a massive pull-apart brawl. And that was the end of the segment. So this is fine here. I actually do like this. This sets up future plans between John Cena and Punk. I would imagine before John Cena retires, he's going to have probably either his last feud is going to be against CM Punk or his last feud is going to be against Roman Reigns. One of the two. I would presume that Punk's probably going to be his next to last feud. So that should be very, very interesting there. I do like this. This makes sense. I'm not interested in the generic brawling because we see that basically every damn week if you watch the product. But this was an okay way to start the show for the most part. Moving on. So, we have more Judgment Day nonsense. So, Judgment Day, they're backstage. So, Liv Morgan asks Finn Balor if he's okay. Finn Balor says he's happy for the new champs, even though Liv lost in the Elimination Chamber. What Finn Balor can't get past is Dominic Mysterio and Carlito getting embarrassed by Braun Breaker. Dom points out that Finn Balor had a chair in his hand and nothing happened, which is true. If they had a new member, Finn Balor says they don't need any new members. He said he's going to deal with Braun Breaker tonight. And then Dom asks Liv about Jade Cargill in the chamber, and Liv Morgan says she's staying out of that. Okay, that's fine. Interesting stuff there. Do I care about this? No, not at all. This is lame shit. Please break up Judgment Day. Seriously, please. Break them up. Like Finn Balor needs to be on SmackDown. Something. Do something. Please. Moving on. So Gunther, he comes out next, and he's about to take on Otis. So Gunther wants to explain some things to Otis before he embarrasses him. Gunther knows that Otis is strong as an ox. Some may call him a freak of nature, but he's just a freak to Gunther. Otis is like Jey Uso, a people pleaser who makes a clown of himself to entertain a degenerate audience. Otis does not belong in his sacred ring. The people don't cheer Otis because they like him. They pity him. Has Otis looked in the mirror? Gunther has. And what he was wearing, what he saw that he was wearing was the World Heavyweight Championship as a belt. Otis can't find a belt that fits. Gunther says the sad thing is that Otis could be great if he had a little bit of self-respect. Gunther would teach him some respect. Just like he'll teach respect to Jey Uso at WrestleMania. And then this leads us into our first match of the night. Gunther defeats Otis. This match went way too long than it needed to be. This thing should have really been about a good, I'd say, 8 minutes at best. This thing went on for close to 15 minutes, but it is what it is. So Gunther, he wins via the powerbomb. Who really cares? Post-match, Gunther attacks Otis some more, but Jey Uso comes out to make the save, and he then hits a super kick and a spear on Gunther, only for a brief moment, and then Gunther chokes out Jey Uso. Who really cares about this? It's not that important. I don't understand why they just didn't get the title to Jey Uso back at Saturday Night's Main Event in late January. That would have been the best thing. I'm really not excited about their WrestleMania 41 encounter. I'm not. This really should be the first match that we see for WrestleMania 41 Night 1. Seriously. This should be the first match on the card. Seriously. I'm not going to hold you guys up. That's how much I don't care about this shit. No. This is lame. This is lame. But whatever. Moving on. So, Iyo Sky had a video package. She says that she respects Rhea, but she stood victorious when they fought in NXT. And when she sees Rhea again, she'll take her rightful spot at the top of the division and go to WrestleMania. Ripley says she'll continue to dominate because Mommy's always on top. All right, that's fine. Moving on. So we get a Kathy Kelly backstage interview. She's interviewing AJ Styles. So she literally asked AJ what he thought about what John Cena did at the Chamber. So AJ Styles said he couldn't believe that John Cena sold out. Karrion Kross, he shows up and he embraces him from behind paws. He says that it's not it's not that surprising. So Karrion Kross attempts to start a pot with AJ Styles regarding Logan Paul. AJ Styles says he's not John Cena. The WWE Universe needs a reminder of who he is. Next Monday in Madison Square Garden, he's going to call out Logan Paul and see if he can back it up and talk the trash talk. As for Kross trying to be the devil on his shoulder, God knows his evil ways. And then that was it. Okay, this is fine, but what the fuck is Triple H doing with Karrion Kross? Karrion Kross has literally been back with WWE for 3 years. He came back in 2022, right? Well, no, my bad. He came back in 23. So he's not done anything in basically in about 2 years. He's done jack shit. And Kross doesn't even wrestle. He probably does on main event and house shows probably, but come on, man. AJ Styles and Logan Paul, that should be an interesting mid-card feud for WrestleMania. That should be nice. That's something that you obviously put in the middle of the show. It can be found on either night 1 or night 2. It wouldn't matter to me. That should be fun. Moving on. Lara Valkyria retains her women's Intercontinental Championship via the Nightwing. She defeated Ivy Nile. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. Ivy, I really do like her, but Ivy now needs to go back to NXT just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Maybe a good 6 months. Because she's not done anything on the main roster. Same thing with the Creed brothers. Moving on. So, there's another backstage brawl with Seth Rollins and CM Punk. They brawl again. So then Adam Pearce, he catches up with Seth Rollins. He's yelling at him. So Seth Rollins says he'll ensure that CM Punk doesn't make it to WrestleMania. This is the hill that he'll die on. Seth Rollins wants to finish it. Adam Pearce says that Seth Rollins will battle CM Punk at Madison Square Garden in a steel cage match. And then Adam Pearce tells Seth Rollins to finish it. Okay, this is cool. This is interesting. I actually do like this. I'm guessing this could lead us to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, as reports have been saying. Even though I'm not excited for that match because we've seen them face so many times over the years, and I'm just not really all that into it. But if they add like a stipulation, like maybe an I Quit match or a Last Man Standing, something like that, maybe like have an unsanctioned match. Maybe, I don't know. Even though we just saw that at the Chamber, I don't know. That's something to think about. What's CM Punk gonna do at WrestleMania? I have no idea. Nobody knows. Or you know what? We could just do CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Maybe that's the favor that CM Punk mentioned when he was talking to Paul Heyman. Maybe that was the favor he was talking about. So maybe that's what they might do. And then you can still have Rollins on the card. I've been hearing online that some people have pitched that Aleister Black should show up, and Seth Rollins should do another open challenge, kind of like he did at WrestleMania 38, and have Aleister Black answer the challenge. I think that could be cool and that could be interesting. So that's something to look out for. Hopefully that does happen. But we'll have to wait and see. Moving on. So Ludwig Kaiser, he shows up. Kaiser's taking back the attention that Penta has had for the last few weeks. He deserved it for a long time, talking about himself. Kaiser says they can boo, but he's a future world champion, which is 1,000% true. Whether they like it or not, if Penta really thinks that they still have unfinished business, he might want to reconsider. And then Kaiser mentioned what John Cena did to Cody Rhodes last Saturday is nothing that he's going to do to Penta. They said that Penta has no fear, but when he's done with him, Penta will know what fear feels like. And then a brawl ensues between the two. And Penta stands tall. He takes out Kaiser. So this is pretty cool. I like Kaiser. Kaiser is a fucking star. He's tremendous. I wish they would get Kaiser away from Gunther. Kaiser has all the tools in the world to be successful. He really does. He's got the look. He's really good on the mic, and he's got good character work, and he's also good in ring. So he's very good. It's just Triple H won't give him a push for whatever reason. I have no idea why. But I could definitely see him being IC champion, US champion, and definitely world heavyweight champion for sure one day. But it all depends on what Triple H is going to do. So, moving right along. So, Kathy Kelly is backstage with Bianca Belair. She wants to know if Bianca has spoken to Jade Cargill and Naomi. Bianca says she doesn't want to talk about that. She wants to focus on who she's going to face at WrestleMania. All right, that's fine there. Moving on. So, Chad Gable, he's in Mexico. He's in Mexico. So he approaches a woman and asks if she knows this guy. He shows her a name on a flashcard. Chad Gable asks if he others. He's got no luck with finding the person. Chad Gable comes across an old man. Pause. We don't see his face. So Chad Gable asks if he can help him fight the luchador. The man says he can't fight what he doesn't understand. He has to become Lucha. Chad Gable asks what he has to do. Chad Gable gives him some money for a box. It's like $500. The man says there is power beyond his understanding. Chad Gable opens the box, and we don't see what's in there. So this is pretty funny. I actually do like this. This is pretty funny. I would assume this is probably like some type of mask or whatever, or something like that. I don't know. That's it. But it's interesting. I do like this, though. But Chad Gable better be careful with asking people in Mexico if you know certain people. That's some shit you don't do, because the cartel, they don't fucking play at all. They'll literally have your head. They'll literally have your head in a tree somewhere, your limbs in like a river somewhere. Those fuckers don't play at all. Moving on. So, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, they defeat the Creed Brothers in a really good match. The Creed Brothers are phenomenal. They're excellent, really good stuff. I don't give a shit about the War Raiders. I just don't. Ugh. Please just send them to AEW, please. I'm over them. Like, for real. I don't even want them in NXT or even TNA. Just send them to AEW, please. Moving on. So this leads us into a video package that we got about the unsanctioned match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Basically, Michael Cole said that Sami Zayn's going to be out indefinitely. All right, that's fine there. It sucks that Sami Zayn's going to miss WrestleMania, but it is what it is. It sucks. I wish that was Kevin Owens in that spot, though. Seriously, I can't stand Kevin Owens. Moving on. So the LWO, they were backstage, and Joaquin Wilde sarcastically congratulates the New Day on beating them up last week. Cruz del Toro says they can't take their hearts. Dragon Lee says they're stronger than ever. The New Day couldn't finish them off. Rey Mysterio says they should have finished what they started. The New Day had better savor it. Next week on Raw, they'll give the New Day the worst Monday of their life when they fight in a tornado tag team match. No tags or DQs. Rey Mysterio is proud of the LWO, and they say New Day sucks. Okay, this is pretty cool. I like this. Interesting stuff there. Nice. I'm digging this. But I wish that they had some character to them, that being the LWO. Seriously. Come on. Like, why do they have to be all serious? But this actually reminds me of the Lucha House Party. That's what it seems like to me. So, I don't know. Moving on. So, Finn Balor, he's out next. And he confronts Braun Breaker, who's sitting in the crowd. He's up in the skybox with Jackie Redmond. So Finn Balor says the only reason Braun Breaker still has the title is because the Judgment Day allows him to have it. Braun Breaker says he has the title because he's a dog. Last week he embarrassed all of the Judgment Day. Finn Balor says he'd choose rookies like Braun Breaker up for breakfast. Pause. In this ring, he's untouchable. Finn Balor can take the title anytime he likes. Braun Breaker is clearly smarter than... My bad. Braun Breaker is clearly smarter than he looks, staying up there and hiding behind Jackie Redmond. The dogs won't be barking when they fight. They'll be watching Finn Balor put down Braun Breaker. Pause. So, Braun Breaker shows up. He takes out the Judgment Day, beats them up. He destroys both Carlito and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. This is interesting. I like what they're doing with Finn Balor here. This could be interesting. It seems like they're setting up Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. That's nice. I like that. Hopefully they can get some wins under Finn Balor's belt. But, this makes sense. And Braun was actually getting cheered here, so I guess he's a tweener, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Moving on. Jey Uso's backstage. He thanks Otis for his help earlier on. I forgot to mention that Jey Uso beat up A-Town Down Under, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory. So, Jey Uso gets on the mic and he says that it threw him off a bit. It's the wrong time for that. Gunther has him doubting himself. He'll walk through the valley of the shadow of death to come out on top, and then that was it. Okay, I don't know. This shit's not really that important. Main event of the evening: Iyo Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Iyo Sky defeats Rhea Ripley in a really solid TV match. So Bianca Belair, she's out there. Towards the end of the match, she's actually cheering for Iyo Sky. This pisses off Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley then shoves Bianca. Bianca shoves Rhea. The referee does not call for the bell. She's just, wanting them to, I guess, be civil. So Rhea is about to go for the Riptide on the second rope. Then Iyo Sky reverses that into a Hurricane Rana into the, what's her finish called? I forgot. Shit. It's the moonsault. So she wins. So that makes sense. So it seems like this is going to lead into a triple threat match. And I'm not a fan of triple threat matches. I'm not. They suck. I don't like them. They're fun to play on video games. But in real life, I do not give a single fuck about a triple threat match. Why? Because they're lazy. They are lazy. Lazy. So Iyo Sky winning. Triple H must love him some Iyo Sky. It's confirmed. So he loves her like crazy. I like Iyo too, but damn. So maybe the reason why we're getting this triple threat match, and we all know that's where it's leading, maybe they're going to do Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair at SummerSlam. Maybe that's where they're going with this. Maybe. I don't know. But that's what it seems like. And maybe Triple H is saying, hey, look, if I give you guys a really strong feuds like, CM Punk and CM Punk, Logan Paul. No, not CM Punk, Logan Paul. Maybe we get Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And, if I give them some really strong feuds, and then, Cody, Cena, and all that, if I give them strong feuds like that, then I'm not really going to need to book my other matches, as such. I'm not gonna have to do as much work. I don't know, but I don't like this. Iyo winning shouldn't have really happened. I wanted it to be Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. I really did. You had 7 weeks. You basically have ruined it. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's not good. So Monday Night Raw, for the most part, was okay. I enjoyed the CM Punk promo. That was great. So that means he's focused on coming after The Rock and John Cena. And then he'll probably take on maybe Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41, maybe. I doubt if it's going to be the triple threat match. That would be dumb. Why would it be Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk with nothing on the line? That's dumb. That's lame as fuck. So, no. But Monday Night Raw, for the most part, was okay. The CM Punk stuff was cool. Iyo Sky winning was okay, I guess. Really good in-ring action in the main event, and the tag match was good too. So that's fine. Everything else on the show, I just didn't really care about. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.